So with football season right around the corner, I want to say we're about a week out from week 0. Y'all already know I'm going to be here giving y'all the best advice possible to be as successful as possible this season. So the way that we're going to talk about it here is a little bit out of the ordinary, but it's something I feel as though that we will be trending towards in the upcoming years. This is probably going to be one of the most effective and efficient ways for sports photographers to make money, specifically freelance sports photographers. What's on YouTube? Back to another video. If your day's not going good, I hope tomorrow is better. You're not subscribed, click subscribe button, notification bell, subscribe if you're loyal. Want to give a huge thanks to Pic-Time for sponsoring this video. Now, y'all already know, listen, I always have to give this disclaimer because every time y'all hear sponsor, y'all think DT sellout, yada yada yada. Other than Temu. For the most part, I am never going to review a product on this channel that I would not recommend to you all. That's the only thing I will say. Any type of software or anything like that, if I'm promoting it, I will use it myself. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and just dive into this. And the beautiful thing I love about this, when they reached out to me, they didn't give me any script, no specific way to talk about them or anything like that, which is amazing because I can speak about what Pic-Time is to and for me, not what they want it to be and what they want it to be perceived as to my audience, what it is for me. So that's exactly what I'm gonna speak about. In short, Pic-Time is pretty much just a photo gallery store. It's a store where you can put your photos, and typically it's meant for stuff like weddings and events, where you can put a gallery of photos together in a nice way from a recent event, recent wedding, recent anything like that, so that your clients can see the photos and they can buy prints. That's pretty much what it is. You can even do stuff like blog posts. They also have the ability for you to put videos a part of things. So if you did a quick little recap video or a highlight video of a specific game or an event, you can put that like in there. You know what I mean? So that's super cool as well. And the way that I find that to be most useful is if you are trying to just capture events from a journalist standpoint and put together a blog post of, let's just say, a rival game. You go there, you have your photos for the blog post, and at the bottom of the blog post, we have a video recap. Come on. If you're doing that for an entire season in your area of big high school or college games, you're competing with these, I would say high school games, because college, there's a bunch of journalists already out there, but at high school level, if you want to really tap into your journalist bag, this will be the place for it. And it's not something that I would do, but I can think of an idea and recognize when an idea is a good one. That's a good one. So I'm like, okay, I do event photography. I literally tested it using an event, but I'm like, all right, I think this can work for sports because they have so many settings on here. Like I said, it works for stuff like events. A football game is an event. A basketball game is an event. Before I dive into that, let me give y'all a couple things that I really loved about the process of setting up a couple galleries myself, because I did too. As I was going through everything, a couple things that I really loved about this, the photo and video upload process was fast. I uploaded some high resolution photos. I want to say about 15 to 20 megapixels per photo. They uploaded pretty quick. And you know, the video that I uploaded was about maybe like 5 gigs, and that uploaded pretty fast as well. Their interface is very user-friendly for setting up as a shooter myself, and then it's also user-friendly for the clients. And that's exactly what you want. It gives you a whole bunch of creative options when you are trying to build out your gallery or the blog post. There's tutorials in the right place where you need them to be when you're going to need them if you would like to use them. For the blog post, I find it super cool that you can type in a few words about your experience at the event, or it'll put together a reflection or whatever the case may be. You can kind of tone and fine tune exactly how you want these keywords to be broken down for the blog post. So I did reflection, so it wrote up pretty much a reflection of my experience there. And if there's anything I want to add or take away, I can easily do so. Another beautiful thing is that you can add other shooters and vendors. So the vendors is pretty much like if there's other DJs, makeup artists, anything like that, and that's specifically for the events. But the thing that I really love that would be more towards sports is you adding other shooters. Someone like me, I have other shooters go to games for me or with me. And if I have that, I can add other shooters to it if I so chose, you know, or if it's just someone who worked on a project with me, add other shooters, add other photographers, and they can upload their photos to said gallery or whatever the case may be. It makes it really easy to collab with a lot of things. Now, with all that being said, that just talks about the gallery aspect of it, which I feel like that alone is very, very amazing. And I will use that a lot for my next upcoming events, birthday parties, weddings, anything like that, because it'll be really easy for people who are at this function to find pictures of themselves or anything like that, especially through the AI facial recognition feature, which is super dope. But now let's talk about making extra money from this. Their gallery is really incentivize the people who are viewing the gallery to purchase prints. On an event level, of course. But now let's talk about it on a sports level. I just was putting together a video where I was explaining to people, like, when it comes to sports photography, the best way you're going to make money is going to be through these parents. Coaches are not going to want to spend a lot of money on this. They're worried about winning. You know what I mean? The parents are the ones who are going to want the memories of their kids. So you have stuff on here where you put together a gallery. You have stuff in these stores like ornaments, any type of printouts, all of these things that parents would love for their pictures of their kids. The thing is, they don't usually know they have the option for it. Or let's just say, I'll put it like this. I'm doing a full season for 10 parents on this one football team. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is at the end of the season, I'm gonna take all the photos that I've taken of each individual parent's kid, and I'm gonna make each of them, or I may make one big gallery and they can search for their kid stuff, but I may make one individual gallery for each parent as a season recap, and they can go ahead and purchase these prints if they so chose, any type of prints. And the beautiful thing about it, you do not have to fulfill them. If you do, you do have the option to fulfill your own prints and stuff like that if you have that, you know, ability, and you profit probably a lot more. But you don't have to fulfill anything. And now you're making extra profit of something that originally you wouldn't have. Now, on top of that, when it comes to making extra profit, the reason why I say it's beautiful for freelancers. Freelancers, we go out to, when I do, because I don't claim myself as a freelancer anymore because I am a business owner, but I still do freelance kind of work. So I'll go out to a game, not paid at all, to shoot a POV video, like a POV user video. That's the majority of the time that I do shoot my POV videos because I can move freely and take pictures of who I want, when I want, and move how I want. So that I would consider that my most freelance work. From those games, I can easily put together a gallery, which is a recap of the event, both teams, and I can post the link on my Instagram. From there, if people would like to purchase the digital downloads of their photos, I can put the price at whatever I want, and I can go ahead and make it so that my watermark is over the photos. Now, please beware. Athletes are very likely to go ahead and screenshot these photos, try to use AI to get rid of the logo, and post them anyway. I'm letting y'all know that now. So this is not a foolproof thing, but you know, there may be some fail safes on Pic-Time. I'm not sure if it's that advanced where like people can't screenshot or anything like that. But if they want to get a true high resolution download, even if you put the pictures at $1 per photo, right? It's still better than you were already going to be out there doing it for, you know, whatever the case may be. Like in my case, I'm already out there for a POV video. So it doesn't really matter to me if I make extra money from this shoot or not, but the option is there. You go ahead, put your watermark over it, you post that on your Instagram, and then people can view the gallery. Or even if you want to get the photos out there for free, but you didn't feel like dishing out all the photos yourself to each individual athlete, you can put the gallery out there, make it so that if they want to download the photos, it downloads with your watermark, and they will post it with your watermark, and then you go ahead and get the recognition and the exposure from your work. There's also that option. So I just feel like it gives a lot of flexibility and a lot of chances for freelancers to make extra money in the sports realm of things. I feel like that's super unique within this realm because that's not a normal thing. This is something that's mainly pointed towards events and weddings. And I don't even think the main thing that their goal is for digital downloads, but they do have that feature available. And that alone is what makes me want to go ahead and promote this as something that's good for sports as well. And I mean, yeah, that's my testimony. It was nothing really much else I had to say about it, man. I just know for a fact that I will be using this season, this upcoming football season, and just seeing how good, because I've actually only put together 2 galleries. I haven't really been able to use this in a full effective way. So I want to see how this will affect a full season for me. And I really do feel as though I'll be able to make some extra money at the end of this season with that full gallery, because 10 parents getting a full gallery of their kids' photos, and they have the option, they're all of these ornaments, prints, this type of print, that type of print. Come on, man, someone's gonna cave and be like, oh yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and grab that. The prices are pretty much, it's a huge range of prices because it's a huge range of the type of prints that you want. You want a big metal poster to put on your wall, you have the price for that. You want a small little ornament chain, you can do that. You want a small little calendar, you can do that. You want a small little wallet photo, you can do that. You know, you have those options, and I really find that to be super amazing. Now, in terms of pricing, when it comes to Pic-Time, pricing's not bad at all. It's actually really not. And it really just depends on the type of photographer you are, how often you use it, and how much storage you want. That's gonna be the biggest thing, how much storage you want to be able to have. So they do have 4 options coming at the free option, which is $0 a month, but I would not recommend that. But it is still possible. They have the beginner, which is $7 a month. They have the professional, which is $21, and the advanced, which is $42 a month. Now, the advanced is what's gonna get you the unlimited photo storage. Use that if you see yourself doing a bunch of galleries all day, and then you have to make it so that these galleries don't, if you want your galleries to not expire, if you want them to always be readily available. If you don't want to spend that $40 a month, you can do the $20 one and just make it so that your galleries expire over the course of 2 weeks. So that way you can keep cycling through your storage and stuff like that, but just upgrade as need be. When it comes to the two best packages that I would recommend between this, it's going to be the professional or the unlimited. Like I said, it really just depends on storage, but with both of those, you still get the premium experience. Now, they never really let me know if there's gonna be any discount for my viewers or anything like that in terms of if you signed up with my code or something like that. But if there is, check either the comment section, the pinned comment, or the description. Either or, if there is gonna be a discount for you guys, might be 10% off, maybe a month free. I'm not really too sure, but either way. They do have a mode where you can try it for free and see if it'll work for you. 30-day free trial, why not? You know what I mean? Why not? Do the 30-day free trial, see how it works for you. We're at the start of the season, do it for the first game. If you do events, do it for events. You know, like, it's quite literally just why not? You're not losing anything. It's barely any extra work, but you have a lot of potential to make extra money. I'm just saying, if the thing is making you over $40 to $50 a month, you're already within profit, or you're already breaking even in terms of how much you spend on it. So I'm just saying. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all so much. Pic-Time, once again, it's been a huge pleasure. And I've been saying this recently, but I really do appreciate when a company reaches out to me and it's a product that I actually find useful and that I will actually use within photography and videography. So once again, huge shout out to Pic-Time for sponsoring this video. And yeah, listen, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all so much. Don't forget to check out the preset pack in the description down below. Football season is here. Those presets are available. Other than that, see you next one. Stay creative. Peace.